Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of Singing with Lauren. Today I'm going to go over 10 minutes of vocal warm-ups that are gonna help you sound awesome in your head voice. These exercises were shown to me by some of my favorite voice teachers over the years, and I use them on my students as well. They work. But the only way they work is if you work on them consistently. This video today is brought to you by my free 3-day course, How to Sing High Notes, and you can find the link for that right below. So please hit subscribe and let's get going. So the first exercise we're going to do is slides on fifths using bubble lips. Ready? Now you'll notice I started you a little bit lower than your head voice, and we haven't totally switched yet. A lot of times when we have issues in our singing, we have to look at what happens right before we have the issue. The issue usually starts in your mixed voice. So your mixed voice is where we mix the head and the chest. And this is because we literally have two muscles that are helping us with this, and they're both working together. So if we switch over to our head voice too soon, it starts to sound like this. Because our voice isn't actually ready to tilt and go into our head voice. So let's get back to these. So now this top one is in head voice, and we're touching every note on the way up and the way down. So that one was an A to an E. So on the A, you were in your mix, and on the E, you were definitely in your head. No matter how high of a voice you have, by E in a women's voice, you are in head voice. Okay, so how did that feel? That's what I want you to ask yourself every time you do an exercise. How did that feel? I see so many comments saying, I don't sound good. But what you really want to be asking yourself is, how did it feel? Did it feel bad? Because you can't base how you're singing off of how you think you sound, right? That's why we have voice teachers, that's why we have vocal coaches, and that's why we record ourselves and replay them back, because we don't hear ourselves the way other people hear us. All we hear is a sound that's bouncing around in our head. Okay. The bubble lips, great way to get into your head voice. And remember, you need to work up into your head voice. You don't want to start in your head voice on your warm-ups. Okay, so we started slow and easy with the slide. Now we're going to do a scale. Again, we're starting in our chest. We want to build from the chest to the mix to the head. Ready? There we go. One more. Now my guess is that was super easy, and it's way easier than you thought it was gonna be. Why? Because the bubble lips force you to use your breath to carry you up to your head. So there is no difference between singing on bubble lips and actually singing with your mouth open, except for that your mouth is closed. It's the same tone, it's the same way of singing, the vocal production is the same. So it's the most similar thing you can do. Humming is not as close because your mouth is so closed. With the bubble lips, you can keep the space in your mouth open. I love bubble lips, but I want us to move on. So we're going to do an exercise that opens our mouth. It's going to be E-O, right? So it's gonna go like this. E-O, 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 E. And I want you to just say E-O, E-O, E-O. Good. Now I want you to pitch that. E-O, 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 E. Can you do that one more time? E-O, 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 E. Good. Now let's try that. E-O, 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 E. E-O, 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 E. Those last three notes were in your mix. So did you feel it? Did you go into your head voice right away? Or did you just slightly start feeling like, oh, woo, woo, while still feeling your speaky voice? Woo! Good. Okay, so let's keep going. E-O-E. Okay. Let's keep going. Right. So now you're getting into your head voice. It might be getting a little bit harder. So if it is, you need to ask yourself a couple questions. Am I still breathing? Am I creating enough space in my mouth? The lift, the inner smile? Okay. And the other one is, am I still connected to my speaking voice even though I'm in my head? Right? So many of us, we over open when we're up there. We don't need it. We can keep the vowel here, E-O-E-O-E, with creating the space this way. Can you just do that? E-O-E-O-E-O-E-O-E. Good. Now try singing it like that. Just like that. Ready? E-O-E-O-E-O-E-O-E. One more. E-O-E-O-E-O-E. One more. Did you hear how you can still hear my speaking voice in my singing? That is what you want to go for. So when you're recording yourself and listening back, you want to say, can I hear my speaking voice in my singing? Because the second it starts to get like, it's going to start pushing everything back, your vowel is going to fall back, and your head voice isn't going to be as strong. Because it's not really going to be your head voice, it's going to be mimicking somebody else's head voice or trying to make a sound. I would recommend doing this video in the middle of your warm-up session so that you're able to access those higher notes after you've already warmed up a little bit with the breathing exercises. Don't forget, this video was brought to you by my free 3-day course on how to sing high notes. If you're looking up videos on how to sing high better, this course is going to give you 30 minutes of a free voice lesson. I mean, come on, why wouldn't you take the course, right? Go sign up below. Thanks for visiting my channel today, and I will see you next week.